Several days had passed since the hunting festival, yet Ikenna had still not returned home. Fear slowly consumed Nneka's heart. From one village to another, she moved anxiously, asking travelers, hunters, and villagers if anyone had seen him. Her voice trembled with worry as she searched dusty roads and crowded marketplaces. The more time passed, the more terrified she became. Deep inside, Nneka feared something terrible had happened to the boy she had raised as her own son. Unknown to her, destiny had already carried Ikenna closer to the kingdom he truly belonged to. Inside the palace of Obadiah, Prince Obinna finally revealed everything that happened during the hunt to King Adigwe. He explained how confusion erupted during the lion attack, and how one of the hunters secretly fired an arrow directly at him. Obinna also spoke about the mysterious warrior who suddenly appeared and took the poisoned arrow meant for him. The old king listened silently, his face growing darker with anger after every word. By the time Obinna finished speaking, King Adigwe already knew this was no accident. Someone within the kingdom wanted the crown prince dead. News of the assassination attempt spread quickly throughout Obadiki. Fear and gossip filled the villages as people whispered about enemies within the kingdom. Furious and determined to uncover the truth, King Adigwe summoned elders, hunters, guards, and villagers to the palace courtyard. Before everyone, he announced that an investigation would begin immediately. The king warned that anyone found responsible for attempting to kill the crown prince would face death. Among the crowd, Queen Azine and Chief Ezeaku struggled to hide their fear. For the first time, danger began turning back toward the conspirators themselves. Inside her private royal chambers, Queen Azine paced nervously back and forth across the room. Fear was written all over her face. For the first time since their plan began, she realized everything could fall apart. Chief Ezeaku sat quietly nearby, trying to remain calm despite the tension growing around them. The old man warned his daughter to control her fear before others became suspicious. But Queen Azine could not hide her panic. The king had already begun investigating the attempted murder of the crown prince, and rumors were spreading rapidly throughout the palace and villages. She feared one of the hunters might confess the truth. She feared the poisoned arrow could be traced back to them. And more than anything, she feared what King Adigwe would do if he discovered they were behind the attack on his son. As silence filled the room, Chief Ezeaku finally spoke in a cold voice. He told her that now was not the time for fear. It was the time to be more careful than ever. But unknown to both conspirators, destiny had already begun moving against them. Late that same night, while silence covered the palace of Obadiah, one of the royal guards sat alone outside the warriors' quarters, unable to sleep. The attempted assassination of the crown prince continued troubling his mind. At first, he tried convincing himself it was only an accident caused by the chaos of the hunt. But deep inside, he knew what he saw. Before the hunting festival began, he had secretly witnessed one of the hunters speaking with Chief Ezeaku near the edge of the forest. Their conversation had been quiet and suspicious, and he remembered seeing the hunter receive something wrapped inside a cloth. At the time, he ignored it. But after seeing the poisoned arrow fired toward Prince Obinna, Fear began growing inside him. The guard realized the attack may have been carefully planned from the beginning. As he sat beneath the torchlight staring into the darkness, he became afraid for his own life. If the wrong people discovered what he knew, he could disappear before morning. Meanwhile, inside a quiet healing hut within the palace grounds, the wounded warrior remained unconscious. The poisoned arrow had nearly taken his life. Traditional healers surrounded him daily, using powerful herbs, smoke rituals, and ancient medicines in desperate attempts to save him. His body remained weak, and many feared he would never wake again. Prince Obina visited often, unable to forget the stranger who sacrificed himself without hesitation. Each time he looked at the wounded warrior's face, he felt a strange connection he could not explain. And outside the palace walls, Naneka unknowingly continued searching for the son, now lying between life and death inside Obadiki itself.